This week on the Spotlight, Joakim Noah has some interesting thoughts about his team. Well, he always does. And Taj Gibson does too. We caught him, fortunately, after a victory, and so they're more talkative then, of course. Then we're going to switch over to the baseball situation, where this guy, Robin Ventura, is getting ready for the 2015 campaign. And then we go back in history. Barry Bonds. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the 27th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to the Cove. Wednesday, April 22nd, my trivia game will be happening at 8 o'clock. Great people, great game. 1750 East 55th Street. So check it out. Try to get yourself over to the Cove on 55th for my game show. The Dirty Sock is a place you need to experience. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. Great food, great drink. 93rd and Roberts Road. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. T-Wax Company has real estate investments. You can buy Chicagoland properties and make some money. Profit opportunity since 1985. Call my friend Mr. Thomas at 773-456-3057. Real estate investments make money. Call Mr. Thomas. Union Park Bar and Grill. Open at 11 a.m. daily at Jackson and Racine. Huge full bar, tons of screens, great sandwiches and appetizers. Great staff, they have their own parking lot, daily specials, always fun. Every time I go there, it's great. Union Park Bar and Grill. Lisa Davis Insurance and Tax Services at 10702 Southwestern Avenue, specializing in rollovers, tax recovery, tax resolution, auto, home, life, business insurance. Call them at 773-873-8977 to help you with your federal insurance plan. Lisa Davis. You've got to get to family dentist Lawrence Ferlin at 109th and Kedzie. Crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. Easy to reach by calling 773-233-7044. They're doing a great job for me. They'll do a great job for you. Family dentist Lawrence Ferlin. We're back in the spotlight. It's time to talk Joakim Noah. He has been a leader since he came to the Bulls. This is a guy who stayed for all 4 years of college when no one else does that. He stayed after an NCAA championship, and nobody does that. But he was rewarded when his Florida Gators won a second title with him. So this is a unique guy. Well, for other reasons too. His father, a professional tennis player, and his mother, Miss Sweden. The list goes on, but on the NBA court, the former Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA also has some unique passing skills. And we talk about as many of those things as we could squeeze in as I start off this interview with Joe, who the whole getting dressed thing is a ritual I'll talk to you about in person one day. Joe, how would you characterize the stretch run of this game and how these Pistons seem to find a new gear to battle you?
It was an ugly win. But we found a way, that's important. We had a lead. They came back. They hit some tough shots. They hit a lot of tough shots. I think but overall, we're happy that we got the W and just move on.
Joe, speaking of tough shots, we've all seen Aaron make some incredible shots this year.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that two-pointer after he hit the three there?
No, it was big. It was huge. That was a very important shot. He had 2 big plays, and he's been hitting tough shots, all year for us. So, that was big. Thank you, Aaron.
What is it about this Piston team that has, they just seem to scrap with you, give you guys a hard time, come back from deficits? What is it about them that makes them
It's the NBA, man. It's the NBA. The highs and the lows.
Do you particularly enjoy these scrappy games where sometimes it's a little loose on the officials' calls and such?
Good try. I'm not going to say anything bad about the officials. They did a great job tonight. It wasn't a pretty game, but we found a way, and that's all that matters.
Joe, can you talk about how tough Drummond is, especially down low?
Yeah, he's tough, man. Just his rebounding. He's getting more comfortable around the rim, and he's just a big boy.
You feel more comfortable. You guys still confident that when push comes to shove in the playoffs, you can hit that next level that you've been talking about for the last few weeks here?
Yeah, that's the plan, man. It's the plan. It's the plan for us to, hit that switch and that next level come playoff time.
What do you think about going to Cleveland on Sunday? It's ultimately not that meaningful a game, but it's big for you guys for playoff position. But the more meaningful games are going to be coming up.
No, it's a very meaningful game. We're out there playing every night, and it's always hard to go out there and but it's definitely a meaningful game, and they're all meaningful at this point. And we're excited because we know it's going to be a hostile environment, and it's always fun.
You keep saying that this is the best offensive team you've been on since you've been here. Do you feel like you guys are offensively better equipped to go at a series than you've been?
I don't know. Only time will tell. But right now we have a lot of moving parts, guys coming back from injuries, and we're just still trying to figure out our lineups out there that make sense, and it's that's why these games are so important right now. It's not only about winning and losing; it's about meshing together. We don't have that. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I think for us it's about meshing at the right time, and hopefully we can use this time before the playoffs to do that.
You've obviously had experience playing against them. From that experience, what do you think the key is going to be to win a series against the Bucks?
Nick, to tell you the truth, right now it's not about LeBron. We got to stay focused on us, and if that opportunity comes, we'll welcome that and be very excited about it.
As a guy who's got skill in distributing the ball, are you, and then the meshing part you were talking about, is there a guy or two that you may not have played that much with that you're finding yourself, you're finding them, you're seeing them, you're getting better chemistry with them?
I feel Nico, definitely. I think he's a great player. He stretches the court. He's playing a couple positions, but he's somebody who can really play the game. We're going to need everybody. Tony Snelly. I like playing with Snelly Cat too.
He didn't understand the Snelly Cat song, does he? Have you finally explained it to him?
Nah, he doesn't. I don't think he grew up watching Friends.
Well, I'll try to help you get out there. Thank you. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. They come to you. You call them at 773-908-6081. Lowest prices, new and used. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They'll do your windshield, back window, or sides. They did a great job for me. They'll do a great job for you, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they come in and finish it up. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. Nuevo Leon, for the best Mexican cuisine since 1962. Serving every day from 7 a.m. to midnight, conveniently located 1515 West 18th Street, just a block east of Ashland in Chicago. Of course, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a wide range of menu items. Everything from steak, seafood, to breakfast, to chicken, pork, dine-in, carry-out, tacos, enchiladas, everything you can imagine, and great quality at Nuevo Leon, 1515 West 18th. We're back on the spotlight while they were working all around us. I hope they save us. Danny, I hope we get about a 4-foot square to work from. I'm not confident on the ice in my street shoes. But anyway, Taj Gibson has been an important performer and essentially the Bulls' sixth man in many cases. In this particular game with the Detroit Pistons banging away under the boards and just causing the Bulls all kinds of headaches, Taj was an important force rebounding, as of course were Paul Gasol, Joakim Noah, and Mirotic. But a lot of times when the going gets tough, Taj gets in there and gets a keyboard or a putback or a score. And he talks about these intense games against non-playoff teams and just trying to eke out a W.
You gotta look at this. You gotta look at Detroit. You gotta look at certain teams. You got guys fighting for contracts. Guys are playing hard. At times, especially you play a team like that where they're shooting a lot of free throws and a lot of threes. It's gonna be hard to pull them away, but we just got to keep getting better. We got to understand what we're playing for. We're playing for a lot of stake right now, and like it was good to see guys like Nas and some of our veterans speak up tonight and understand how crucial this win was.
At halftime, they spoke. Taj, just halftime they spoke up.
Nah, this is right around the third, fourth quarter. The Lions really got into guys. We really challenged guys, and I told Nas that's what we need a lot of right now. We understand we got a lot of weapons, we got a lot of guys that can play, but we need guys to speak up sometime and push us even harder. The coaching staff already pushes us all they can, but it's different when you got guys that won a championship in front of you, giving you the right kind of advice to push you ahead, and that's what we need.
How concerning is the third quarter lapses that you guys have had? You guys have gone through stretches of play where you've just been inconsistent throughout the course of the game. Is that sort of concerning to see this late in the season?
I don't really know. It's a tough question, good question, but you're going to have lapses. The game's about runs and getting stops. At times, like he said, like Tip said, way to bounce back. He said they made their run. You got to bounce right back. The way we started the fourth quarter, really getting the lead back and really keeping the lead. That was the way that was just good, solid playoff basketball. It's kind of just another game we get to learn and understand when you're back against the wall and you got things going against you. You can't just hold your head down. You got to just keep pushing forward. And guys just made the right plays, and it was a team collective. Guys really got in and played defense, try to rebound the ball late, or Powell's big rebound late. It was one of the big things of the game.
Taj, non-playoff teams try to make a statement against teams like yourself, but is it a little something extra with Detroit? It seems like there's a lot of talking and it gets more physical than an average game.
Our whole Central Division is physical. You got Cleveland, you got Indiana, you got Detroit. Detroit's is one of those teams over the years we just been beating them up a lot. And they take heed of it. A lot of these teams are getting tired of it. A lot of these teams are really competitive. Everybody has a lot of talent. And you saw how hard Andre Drummond was really crashing the boards. That whole team was just fighting because they understand they're going home. They're still trying to fight for contracts. They're still trying to fight to get better. and I don't blame them.
Did you keep an eye on the fact that Toronto lost tonight? Are you guys aware of that? Right?
No, we at this point we really got to just focus on ourselves. We just got to focus on what's in front of us, the way we used to, the way we would normally do. Just focus on the team in front of us, focus on the game after that night, and try to get a win. It's good that they lost, so we can just go up one night. But we just got to keep focused and worry about the team that's in front of us that we playing against, because you never know. As long as we keep winning, we'll be fine.
Did you think your shot was going in?
I just had a good look. I took my normal look. I had confidence in it. And even more thing I like about it, Jimmy told me to shoot it. All of them just yelled, "Shoot it!" And I was like, God, I just took the shot. But I'm just happy Powell was able to get the rebound. But it just speaks volumes of how our team just looks like God. Everybody's pushing the next guy to take the shot no matter what.
Taj, say this in a complimentary sense, but how much of a beast is Drummond down low?
He's a beast. Every year he's always trying to take it out on us. Because he told me before, every game he plays against us, he's trying to get better. He's trying to see how far he can go. And he just knows that we got a lot of good bigs on this team, and he's just coming trying to attack us. And that's what he's supposed to do. In this league, no days off. Everybody's trying to come at your throat. That's one thing in this league. You never take a night off because guys will try to embarrass you.
How big is Sunday's game? You know, regardless of whether you can realistically catch Cleveland or not, but just from a standpoint of going into the playoffs.
It's a big game. We're just trying to figure out where we're at, figure out how much better we can get before playoffs. We got a couple games left. We're just trying to get guys back healthy, but it's a big game in the standpoint of that's a playoff team. They got their mind right. They're pushing towards the right habits, and the same thing we're trying to do. We're trying to have the right habits come around playoffs, and everybody's pushing to lock in their seed.
Is that kind of a chip on the shoulder type game, simply because there's so many people that are already penciling in Cleveland as that it team in the Eastern Conference and the team that's going to be there for the NBA Finals?
We can't really get into all that. We've been around for a while now. That happens every year. You guys pick who you want to pick. We just worry about us. We just focus on us. Champions aren't just made in one day. Yeah, it's the winning champion. It's really hard, especially to get past the first round. So we're just trying to focus on us. We're trying to get better, knowing that we're going to play against a talented team that has a lot of strong play, and they've been playing really well right now. We just got to focus on just getting better, and it's going to be a strong test for us.
Taj, early in the game, it appeared that on both teams.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Ulsa, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You know you should get to the Dirty Sock on alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. when I do my trivia game. They have great food, great drink, great people at 93rd and Roberts Road. It's a fun place. I've been going there for years. So start coming out on Thursday nights at least. I'll see you at 8 o'clock. We'll have fun. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. The season's underway, but until we get to that first game, we'll have one more little snippet of Robin Ventura describing what's going to happen in 2015.
Does it really feel like a fresh start with no players on the roster tied to that team
I don't think we necessarily need a fresh start from those guys. I mean, we like remembering what they have done. Win the World Series. We like having them back here this year. I think it's been a fun, couple days having those guys back in here, and they've been having a lot of fun. I'm sure people have seen them around town, especially the Rowan Creedy crew. So they have had a good time as they've come back. So they've enjoyed it. The fans have enjoyed it. So it's been great. We don't shy away from that. I hope he pitches too. I mean, yeah, to the rotation. I think there's stability there. You look at a guy with just his track record. He can't hit though. I mean, National League games will be fun, but he's just a competitor. He's a talent, and you bring a guy like that in. We've seen him pitch at our ballpark very well, so we know he likes to pitch there and he can pitch there. I think the side note on the whole thing for me is you're bringing a guy in that grew up a White Sox fan. He's wearing a uniform that he grew up watching, always wanted to be in, and that's. For some players, there's just a little bit of a special thing. I think for our fans, they're going to see a guy that's one of their own. He sat in the same seats that they're watching him in and always dreamed of being a White Sox player. So there's a lot of good feeling with that goes along with it. But, first and foremost, he's a great pitcher and a really good competitor. Well, I mean, that was a big blow for us when he got hurt. So for him to make it back, and he did the work. I mean, he came in every day, and he was the first one there, and a lot of times the last guy to leave. But to make it back and get some at-bats and season it a little bit to get it back and know he can play at that level is big. But, he's a talented kid. He has a lot of ability, and to be able to get him back and at least get some at-bats under his belt that he lost due to injury is just important. I think anytime a guy can get some experience like that, it's important.
You have a number 2 hitter in Melky Cabrera now.
Are you making out my lineup? Okay. Good. Good. Thank you.
How nice is it to have that set piece, a guy that nobody blew in that spot?
Well, I mean, he's proven he can hit there and move it around and contact and things like that. So, when Rick had mentioned about being able to go out and get him, it just lengthens out your lineup, and I think that's you can surround Jose with some guys that can swing the bat is important, but it does lengthen out your lineup, and you get a guy in there that knows how to swing it. He's a switch hitter. There's a lot of good things that go along with that it's healthy for your lineup. Yeah, the Melky one. Absolutely. I think we were in the winter meetings, and you have the Jeff and David one going down basically at the same time, and you kind of feel, I think everybody at that time, that's it. We're done, and you end up having talks and going through everything you're going to go through, and then you leave, and really, for me, it seems like the reaction of the fans and the season tickets and things like that gave us the ability to go out and get a guy like Melky. So, I mean, that's important. And that's the one when Rick called, it shocked me because I figured we were done. Oh, I was happy. I was good. I was good with it.
Anything else?
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time. At Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine, you'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's.
Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere. from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July, just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. What do you know about Chicago, either from your dad's experiences, having played on both teams, interestingly enough, and what about National League versus American League?
Well, basically, you know, I'm not picking any team particularly. Everyone always says that you're picking a team. I'm from California, and obviously you want to be in one home and play in your hometown. I've never had that opportunity before, so it's not something that will bother me if I'm not there to this day. I love Chicago just due to the fact that the fans, you know, everybody talks about their fans, and their fans are the best in all the cities. And you know, I had a girlfriend when I went to college that lived in Libertyville, so when I came out to Chicago, we had great weather like this all the time. So I said, this is great. And she had this big old mansion house, and I said, I love it out here. I've always liked Chicago. I mean, it's always been a good hitter's ballpark, except when the wind's blowing in. But yeah, it's still, I have never heard anything overly bad about players. I think they've always praised the players here, fans and press, and that's a good feeling. You want to put your family in a good atmosphere and a well-rounded sports atmosphere, because you're going to have to live in that every day. And this would be one of the places that I would love to play for.
And how about American League versus National League? Any preference there?
No, I have no preference. You know, I've stated over and over again, I'll play in South Africa as long as I can support my family.
Well, that spells it out. To wrap up, looking ahead, let's say the Pirates put on the run that they need to put on, and you're back in the playoffs again. Amongst the many things you've taken flack for was making bold statements during the playoffs. Are you going to be watching your P's and Q's, or are you going to say exactly what's on your mind when playoff time would come?
Well, I've never said anything bad in the playoffs. I think it's just what the writers and the media wants to perceive and give to the public. Andy Van Slyke has always been the great white hope on our team ever since he came over in '87. But I'm not the only one that says that. I mean, you can walk on this field with me right now and you'll say, what is Andy Van Slyke called? And everybody on the whole team will say he's a great white hope, as though Larry Bird is for Boston. Andy knows it's not an insult, and we don't try and insult each other. And Jeff King's situation was a situation where his back was bothering him, and we were already 3 games down, and I was just like, you know, emotions just came in. Come on, man, give us anything. Because he was the best. He already hit 2 home runs off Brownie the game before, and it was just like, if anything you can do, man, we need this, because we'll all have all winter to rest if that was the case. So it was more of an emotional thing that people took out of context.
Well, we're going to continue watching the Pirates and the entire National League East. They're wrapping it up. The Pirates are heading in, so watch for this man, whichever city it may be, and I assure you he'll be saying what's on his mind and hitting the ball. This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.